Here's how the joke is supposed to go. You as the woman are supposed to be a very passive participant in the cake smushing. It's supposed to be a humiliation ritual of you. You're supposed to be the one getting embarrassed, and it's very one-sided. You're the only one who's supposed to be humiliated. It's not a joke if you do it to him and you get a laugh from the crowd.
And that's what the wedding cake smashing is really about. It's one-sided. Like she says, go follow her if you're not already. I'm sure you are. She's amazing. And she's talking about the shut up ring. Men who are smashing cake in your face are the ones who are giving you shut up rings. That's what she's been talking about for a long time, and I fully agree. Any man who is punishing you on a day that you're supposed to be celebrating a commitment to each other and love, and that is his priority, you are in for a terrible ride, babe. Now, I want to talk about jokes. So much I could say about just the smashing cake, and I have said that. But I want to talk about practical jokes. And for background, I'm a comedian. Okay, I've been doing this since 2006 in New York City and LA, and I'm still doing it now. So I have a very good sense of humor. In fact, I studied joke writing. And in my experience, jokes that are about punching down, humiliation, stuff like that, those are never jokes. Those are what those people feel, and they hide it behind jokes. And it doesn't mean that your partner can never joke with you. And anybody who claims that women just don't have a sense of humor, like it's just a joke, they are gaslighting you. They're playing you for a fool. They think you're stupid. When it comes to a heterosexual couple under patriarchy, those jokes that men play on their wives are not just fun. They are, Biff marrying George McFly. They have a live-in nerd that this bully gets to just amuse them for the rest of their life, but also benefiting from all of their free labor and their body as their own little personal Shemeg's toy, and free therapy and money too, because usually a woman's actually earning money too, maybe more than him. It is the ultimate for you to also humiliate you on a regular basis in addition to exploiting you. Now, let me tell you about the one time my husband played a joke. This is when we first were dating. It was during confinement. We were at the grocery store. It had been 3 weeks since we'd been in the grocery store because we had to have permission slips to leave the house. It was a big deal to go to the grocery store. We'd buy hundreds of dollars worth of grocery because they literally wouldn't let us out of our houses. Like, really, like the police stopped me multiple times, because I went more than a kilometer away, whatever. It was intense. And this was before we didn't have masks. They ran out of masks here. This is when I was washing bananas. Right? No one knew what the hell this thing was. So trips out into a grocery store, the only time we went in public, were stressful. And after we spent an hour and a half getting all of our groceries, and we went through, beep, beep, beep. I was packing them up, and then it was time to pay. And he goes, "Oh no, babe, I forgot my wallet." And I was like, and as soon as he saw my face, he goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding." And I just looked at him and I was like, that's not funny. That stuff is anything that threatens my sense of security, anything that sends me into a trauma response, anything that is based on making me afraid of something is never funny. Don't ever do that again. And I didn't have to say anything else. He got it. He's a very emotionally intelligent man. Apologized profusely and has never done it again. Now, of course, he didn't even understand at the time just how much trauma I have. Think about it. All those guys who've been throwing us in pools when we were teenagers, men's jokes are cruel. And they do it to each other. They're friends in their sleep. Think about all the times guys are terrified of falling asleep in front of each other because they don't know who's going to wake up with a big D all over their face, or photos of guys doing stuff to them. This violence that men bring into relationships, it's bad enough with each other. If you marry a man who gets off on, laughing at your expense, whether it's because if it's a trauma response or fear or just straight up humiliation, that man hates you. You cannot love somebody that you want to humiliate. I can't imagine ever wanting to humiliate my husband. In fact, there's a couple times that I've embarrassed him on accident and I felt awful. He has never wanted to humiliate me. And if he ever came to a place where he wanted to, that would be a huge warning shot. This is not love, y'all. Never try to convince a man to marry you. He should be begging you. You should not be passive aggressively begging him, setting ultimatums and all this other crap. He either loves you or he doesn't. If he doesn't love you a lot, like maybe even more than you love him, that is your fate. Even if it's not on your wedding day with cake all over your face, metaphorically, you're going to have cake on your face your whole relationship. And then he'll probably leave you anyway. Don't give these men your youth, your time, your money, your free labor, your body, if they don't think you're amazing. Marriage is not about romance, y'all. If a man does not make your life better in every possible way, he will pull you backwards. That's it. Those are the two options. He'll be a parasite, he will suck you dry, leave you with nothing, and you'll have to start all over again if you make it out alive. This is no joke, y'all. Do not take relationships with men lightly. It can be life and death. And they need us more than we needed them. They should feel lucky, honored, privileged to be in your life. If they don't, cut them off.